Hey y'all, welcome back. This is your boy Pudgy McGee, or whatever else I put on TikTok or YouTube. I think it's Exploring with Budgie, it's Exploring with Pudgy, Exploring with BRD Pudgy, whatever it is I had on there. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. You're going to like this one. We got a nice unboxing survival kit for you. You're going to love it, you're going to like it, and you're going to like it a lot. Maybe not, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll let you decide. But it's coming up. If you stay tuned, you get to see it.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Back at you again with the unboxing video. How about that? Unboxing video. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. For those who follow me, those who watched in the past, what I do is I get some various products off of Amazon, and we do some unboxing before we we keep them or get rid of them or send them out to family. But I got an interesting little thing to unbox for you. We're gonna do it together, and it comes with this little neat called TRSCIND, Transcend, or something like that. You can get them on Amazon or TikTok Shop. Wherever, TikTok, Amazon, wherever you can find it, it's for sale. It's a pretty neat little thing from what I heard. Reviews are good. We're going to open this up. It actually has a little bag right there, a little cinch bag, separate little cinch bag by itself. Comes in a bubble wrap, but it also comes in this handy dandy PVC little it's pretty interesting little case. Little plastic PVC case there. Sorry if the glares are off. A little light going for you. I don't know if I really need that light. Let's see what you like without the light. It's a little dark. The light helped a little bit. We'll see. Got lights everywhere in the studio. I'm over here in the warehouse. You can tell, got stuff everywhere. Shelf full of stuff. Another shelf full of stuff. Little warehouse man cave for you. But anyways, this is the TRS. I guess it's Transcend or I don't know. TRSCIND, Transcend Camping Adventure Climbing Survival Kit. It said you can find them on Amazon, TikTok, or even on Google Shopping. One of those common ones that you see a lot. We're going to open it up and we're going to see what we get. Alright. The first thing we get. First time emergency blanket. It is 130 by 220 centimeters. Obviously this comes from China because it's in centimeters and not, feet or inches. So you got what they call an emergency blanket. A little thermo blanket. Reflects 90% of body heat, wind-proof, waterproof. And you can use it as a blanket. You can use it as a shelter. I've seen some people, they use them, they drape them over the lean-tos, or they drape them over the A-frame that they build. You can use it as a signal that reflects the light. Yeah, reflecting light blue. So, little survival blanket, reflecting emergency blanket there for you. That was the first thing there. And then we have this little braided nylon corded flit. I've seen one. I have several kits of these before. This is a I'll show you. Let me put this thing down. It's a braided nylon braided bracelet you can wear around, but you can undo this. You can undo this nylon cording, paracording, if you want to call it that, and then use it as for rope for tying down something, or making something stronger. And it in itself, it's a multi-tool in itself. We're going to unbox this and show you. This is actually a 3-in-1 bracelet, and I'll show you as soon as I get the packet open. Woo! Alright. Well, you can't get the real feel for it, so I'll just explain it for you. Ooh, it's waiting over here in the warehouse. Warehouse kind of hot today. But it's a little braided nylon. You know, you put it right there like that. It goes in there like that. But the interesting thing at this end, you see this tip right here at the end? That's a flint starter. So you take this and the metal end and you just go, you know, but I want to do it all and catch my house on fire. You know what I mean? But I believe this is also a whistle. See? It's a whistle at that end. Flint starter at that end. Bracelet buckle at this end. And then, I don't know what this is. This end's got something at that end. Maybe that's the... Oh, it's probably the sharpener. That's the sharpener to sharpen your thing. It's got a little beer hook to it. Cutting hook. Beer bottle. I call it a beer bottle hook or crescent wrench type little tighten down things. And then a cool little compass. So you can put this around your wrist, obviously, if you're not a fat boy. And it has a little sleeve in there, a little groove right there where that metal piece fits. So that way you can tuck it underneath and you don't worry about it pinching yourself. But I'm gonna try to do it, see how challenging it is. We try to put it on, see if it's not too bad. It's a little bit of challenging if you've been drinking like I have, but we'll get it eventually. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, it goes like that. A little tight, snaps right in. See? Snaps right in. It's a little tight. I think it's a little bit too big for me. That's the reason why I wasn't really fitting. It's a little too small for my wrist. I'm a big boy. But yeah, compass, whistle, flint starter, flint sharpener. There you go. First little tool. Cutter. That's pretty sharp. You know, and that edge right there, that's really sharp. That's like a blade. It's a blade at that end. It's pretty sharp. That's our first little gadget of the day. That's pretty interesting. Let's see the second little gadget. First one was the, insulated. These things are really handy. I'd actually keep these in your car. You could bundle these up and keep quite a few of them. And these things actually work. I've used quite a few of these even when I was homeless in Oregon. They do pretty good. The bracelet I think I've had before too. But we're going to go to the next thing. This is a little belt buckle thing to go around your pants to carry a bottle. So it just goes around the cap. You just undo this, tighten this around the cap. I don't know if I have a bottle. Don't really have a bottle around here to show you. Not really drinking anything, but I am drinking the beer. Kudos to Miller Lite. Making the big boy cans, 35 ounce Miller Lights. I love them. Great stuff. But yeah, just go around your belt buckle and you carry a bottle, so you don't have to carry it with your hands. Next one we got is another whistle. It's a keychain whistle. It comes in its little baggie. We'll get that open here in a second. I'm not doing too good on doing these baggie openings. There am I. This is a keychain whistle. Woo! So if you get stuck out there in the wilderness, it's probably better than that. So you got two whistles technically, the one on the bracelet and then one here goes around your keychain. So that's pretty good. So if you get lost, you blow the whistle. Next thing we got here, that's just a bait and hook and a little bit of a fishing line. So you got a bait hook and a little bit of a fishing line. So if you want to go fishing, it doesn't really look like they give you too much, but enough. You know, it's probably what, 10 feet of line in there maybe. Little hook, a little bait, Little gummy bait there. I'd catch something there. It was pretty reflective, pretty orangey, pretty nice. Tied around the tree branch or whatever you make your little pole out of. Next thing we got, these things right here are commonly for the car, I believe. It's just a regular standard metal pin, but at the tip of it has a little breaking point where you can break glass. I don't really know if there's too much about this pin. I think it's just a pin. Yeah, just a little metal pin. And they probably just broke. You just put it back in there. Yeah, it's a little pin if you want to write something down. Little pin right there. Little handy pin. And I'm going to have to take that apart and fix it again because there's a little spring in there that you're going to have to take out. Oh, I done screwed it all up. Look at that. My dumb ass got it all jabbed it in there. There's a little springy spring in there. You got to let it line properly around the middle piece right there. And spring it back in there. Put this right back at the bottom. There you go. Little pin. Although I probably just broke it. Hard to tell. But I've actually got a couple of these before. Had a couple of these, and I got a couple of these. They're really handy if you want to write something down out there. Might help you out. Next thing we got, got quite a few of these little torch lights, little mag lights. Pretty little interesting little mag lights. They can fit around your belt. Little simple metal mag light. And apparently this one does not work. But it comes out. See, you can widen it and zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, This one probably just needs some batteries. Little mag light that carry around your belt. You put it around your belt, little belt clip there. Sorry that don't work. Next thing we got, your foot rod and your steel, your tool. Another little multi-tool. So this is a pretty much, I believe, a 14 in 1 survival kit. This is good to have on the back of everyone's car. If you have the back of your trunk, you can use this little flint rod. You just middle right there. You just go start fire. So a measuring tool, cutting tool, crank it in. No whistle on this one, which is a good thing because you got 2 whistles. There's a flint rod, flint and steel. Next thing we got. This is one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite little pocket knives, little knives that they carry. I like these things because they're carbon fiber frame, metal frame, not carbon fiber, but carbon fiber looking metal frame. It's just a really strong, durable knife, Really sharp. You can see the edges. Really, really sharp. It's really sharp. Really cool pocket knife. Something to carry around. The end of it's got a nice little tip to break things. So you're going to break glass again. It's got that tip right there. It's just a really cool little knife. Not too big. Not too small. Good enough to fillet some fish. Maybe cut up some stuff. Cut some rope. Really, really sharp. Got a nice carbon fiber steel plating there. Pretty interesting. And then just a little tab right over here in the inside. You just push in this way to release it and then lock it back. See? Lock it back. Oh, and it's got this little hook clip too, where you can just go over, you can cut the things that way, like if you want to cut a cord. Little hook clip right there. And then, like I said, it goes onto your belt. It's just pretty heavy little knife. It's probably a good 2 or 3 pounds. This thing is It's not light, that's for sure. It's not one of those little. I don't know if you hear that. That's real. Let me take a spoon and I'll show you. That's real metal. It's not one of them cheap plastic knives that you get at one of those other cheap survival places. This is a pretty good knife. I like the sleek design. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, the blade's really sharp. Breaking glass cutting hook. Pretty good. Alright, what else we got? Next one, we got more. Oh no, this is what they call a saw chain. The little saw chain. You put your fingers and you can saw. I don't know why, but you could take little pieces of wood, carve out some wood, and you can put them into the loops. That way you have one this way, one that way. Put the little hooks through the loops like that. A little hook through the loop like that, and then you could saw. You know, you could saw like little pieces of wood. It's just something. It's not something major to cut off big pieces. Just small pieces of wood for like tinder, for fireplace. It's just one of those little saws. If I can get it open, I can show you. These things are pretty sharp. Last time I had one of these bad boys, it cut my finger. It did cut small little branches though. So you just unravel it, put your wood on there, and you just go. You just saw it down. It's just made for timber. It's nothing really special. It's got the little diamond tips blade in there. You can really see it. But like I said, it's nothing. You're not going to cut down some, giant, 5-inch branch. It's just for the small branches to create timber. And go along with your knife. Cut up some firewood there for the fireplace. Alright, what else we got? We're coming to the end though. Looks like we got a couple of things left. Oh, there's a carabiner clip. Typical carabiner clip. I'm really liking this survival kit. This is actually genuine metal. But it's not recommended for climbing. So a little carabiner to carry more things around you. You just pull down and push in. Right there, you unlock it. You just carry things, put it around your belt clip to help you out. It's not strong enough to do climbing. Definitely not for a fat boy like me. It ain't gonna hold my fat ass. And last thing but least, we have the cardboard tool. They call it the little. I forgot what they call it. Little metal multi-tool. It's got everything you need in it. Tool there, tool there, tool there, tool there, more nylon rope there, shredded in there, measuring stuff there. SOL help, PRT tool, United PRT tools. Nice, it's not cheap plastic, it's metal. I'm bending it, trying to bend it. It's nice, pretty good. So there you have it. All that fits in that tiny little case. You don't really get too much else. That's pretty much it. This is the inside of the case. A little carabiner up top too. Well, that's a little sturdy kit you can leave in your car, leave in your trunk there. And that's pretty much it. I recommend everybody get one of these for their trunks. A little handy survival kit. If you're only going to be stuck out there for a couple of days, you got everything you need, all the accessories and every tool that you want to help you get by. For the average survivalist, the pro survivalist probably would be like, that's just cheap stuff. This is like blah. But if he knows he needed it, he'd definitely be using it. But yeah, it's just one of those basic go-to kits that you should have in your truck, and I actually highly recommend it. And you have one in everybody's car. That way, if you ever get, well, obviously for the rural areas, if you live in the city area, unless you plan on going camping, I wouldn't really recommend having. I mean, don't really have to have one, but it's just something, little tool, 14-to-1 tool. We know, double check right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12. Yeah, so it's probably like a 14-to-1 kit that you can have around the house there, or in your trunk as your car. If you go camping, you can have it as a survival kit, just like it's intended to be. But yeah, that's all I have. for this unboxing. I thank you for tuning in. I definitely appreciate you guys watching this stuff in the past. I know I'm not some giant influencer, but I love doing these unboxing videos because I get a lot of this stuff from Amazon. I know my mom, she buys a lot of this stuff too. I'm going to do another unboxing video of a Soundcore speaker if you want to tune in for that. And that's pretty much all I have for you. I mean, oh yeah, let me go check out the prices. The prices of these vary depending on what time of the year you get them. And they range anywhere between $23 all the way to $49 and up, depending on how big of a kit you want. I mean, multiple kits of these on Amazon. A lot of them you can get for under 30 bucks. A lot of them you can, get for, 60, 70 bucks. Just depends on how many you want. Some of these are, this was 216 pieces on here. That's 25 bucks. That's an SOS emergency kit you can get on Amazon, TikTok. Mine's a 14-in-1 kit. Because you got the whistle, you got the bracelet, you got the nylon paracording that helps, you got the knife, you got the flint rod and steel, you got the flashlight, you got the little tree trimmer, you got the little fishing lure, bait, you got the belt clip, carabiner, and you got the survival blanket. So, and you got the multi-tool right here, which, I mean, I don't know how you're really going to use this in a survival situation other than maybe chuck it at somebody. You just tell them, say, hey, why are you trespassing? Ninja style. Whoa! No, but any actual survivalist will figure out what to do with this if you're really into all that stuff. But I live in Florida. There's not really much to survive on out here, but other than dodging the people in the neighborhood. But thanks for tuning in once again. Those who followed me in the past, thanks again for watching this video. We'll come back at you with another unboxing here shortly. Hope you stay tuned. I hope you remember to click and subscribe there. I'd really appreciate that. It really helps me out. Like I said, I'm not some famous influencer. I just love doing these unboxing and survival videos, which is not, more of an unboxing for survival stuff, not really actual survival videos. I want to get into that in the future, and I like to go out and explore. So if one of y'all watched me in the past, you've seen a lot of my videos where I've done a lot of the Oregon walking around, touring and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more into that. But anyways, thanks a lot. Thanks for tuning in, and then we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.